And some breaking news coming in right now. Indigo Airlines has been reprimanded in a standing committee report on aviation that has now been submitted in the Parliament. The committee in its report has said that in the recent past there have been several manhandling, discourteous and rude behaviour by the staff of Indigo Airlines. The committee has also added that Indigo staff is very uncooperative and very condescending with the passengers travelling on the airline. The panel has said Indigo Airlines needs to look inwards to see what is the reason behind this kind of inappropriate behaviour by the staff of Indigo Airlines. In very stern words, the panel said that this kind of behaviour is arrogant and should be immediately stopped. Paulami Saha is joining us now. A very scathing report there on Indigo Airlines and the parliamentary panel slamming the recent incidents that have, brought much bad light to the airlines.
That's right, a very scathing report which has been submitted by the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Transport, Tourism and Culture. This is a specific report where they looked at the aviation industry, which was basically around increasing consumer satisfaction on airlines. And there is a portion where they basically talk about the behavior of airline staff as well. And several incidents have come to light recently where airline staff have been rude or indecent in their behavior, inappropriate in their behavior, arrogant in their behavior towards consumers and passengers flying with these airlines, and specifically Indigo incidents have come to light. So this committee has made these observations and said that this cannot go on. You cannot treat passengers as herds really and have this kind of mentality where you can, beyond a please and a thank you, there is no civility in behavior that employees of airlines adopt in their approach towards consumers. So they've made these observations and they've specifically named Indigo because Indigo's incidents have been highlighted and reported widely by the media as well, and they say that some of these incidents, majority of the members opined that the attitude of airline staff is very condescending, often uncooperative, and on many occasions downright rude. They of course were observing about the problems that were affecting airlines, and they said that these are not personal in nature, they're more institutionalized, and it is a problem which is from the top down. It's an approach from the top itself going downwards to the ground staff of the airline itself, which needs to change in terms of training airline staff to be much more cooperative and decent and polite in their behavior. Remember that the president and the whole-time director of Indigo, Aditya Ghosh, in fact deposed before this committee as well. And I'd like to quote Avantika from what he said. There's a small portion of what he quoted in that meeting. We have a challenge of getting talented people in consumer-facing industry. For a country of 130 crore people, one shortage we have is talent. We have to just hold up the mirror to ourselves. We have a lot of young people with so many degrees, but the talent we require is not there. Indigo is hiring people from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities and creating jobs there. Those who studied in government schools or mohalla village areas cannot be trained to speak fluent English within a span of 4 to 5 weeks. Indigo is investing more and more on training. Now, this did not go down very well with the committee. You're basically blaming
and why
those coming out of
why
government
would it
schools.
Go down, Paulami? Because this is an airline that prides itself to be a low-fare, efficient airline, being always on time and delivering a hassle-free experience. To come out with these kind of excuses for the kind of incidents that have been reported is something that Indigo perhaps need to introspect and look within.
Absolutely. Indigo needs to look within about what is going wrong in terms of training their staff, in terms of soft skill training, because this is exactly, as you pointed out, this is outrageous, the kind of explanation which has been given by the president of Indigo. The committee totally disagrees with the proposition that students coming out of government schools and colleges cannot be trained. Our government schools and colleges produce the best students of the country, and we have a duty to nurture and promote such students to achieve their full potential. If a particular airline has grown exponentially, they should deploy a proportionate amount to the training of their staff instead of misbehaving and manhandling the passengers or blaming the youngsters from Tier 2 and 3 cities and government schools.
Now, Paulami, tell me something. The Parliamentary Committee, their observations, is it only specifically for Indigo Airlines or does it talk about inappropriate behavior by the airline staff towards its passengers for other airlines as well?
No, this is about other airlines as well. It is about the entire aviation sector, and it deals with various aspects of the aviation sector. For instance, there is a portion where they talk about check-in counters and the kind of rush there is at check-in counters. Now they're blaming airlines and saying you create long queues at check-in counters so that passengers miss their scheduled flights, and then they are, in a sense, most of them are compelled to purchase exorbitantly priced tickets on the next available flights. This is happening purposely, and this cannot go on. So there are several observations that they're making about various facets of the aviation industry, which of course include, like I said, it's about the check-in counters, it's about delay in flights, it's about the behavior of airline staff, training of airline staff, as well as the e-boarding facilities. So quality of food served, so various aspects, all airlines, but specifically in relation to Indigo, when they came to the chapter about behavior of airline staff and of course training of airline staff in soft skills, they focused on Indigo because a lot of incidents that have come to light and have been highlighted by the media recently are pertaining to Indigo.
Absolutely. And this kind of incidents of misbehavior, disorderly conduct has been raised by several personalities as well. And you know, celebrities have taken to social media to narrate the uncomfortable experience that they have had on the airline. One could just imagine the other common passenger, you know, some commuters who really don't want to go and talk about an incident, but also being inconvenienced at the same time, because there have been just umpteen number of incidents related to Indigo Airlines, which has really caused the airline much embarrassment.
Absolutely. The airline, which is, it's ironic because at a time Indigo wants to grow exponentially. Indigo is the first open bidder for Air India. It has made a bid for Air India and wants to take over Air India in its entirety, the entire operations of Air India. At such a time, if you have these reports coming to light, which says that you cannot even manage your own airline at this point of time, your airline staff are not courteous, they're not polite in their behavior, they are being inappropriate in their actions against of course, customers as well. Definitely, it makes Indigo's bid to go with Air India a lot more harder.
Oh, absolutely. Paulami, I'm going to thank you for getting us all of the updates on the parliamentary report on Indigo Airlines and the behavior of some of its employees. But I'm just also going to request you to stay on with me for the next big story.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.